Come on, Jack. Come on, let's see if I can get this orb right over your head. I don't think I'm getting anything but the orb. Hey, Jack. Oh, it's too close up to get you. I've got it focused really close up. And the source of light is the sun. The setting sun at that. There are people who say, well, you're just filming a marble. Actually, the marble is just serving as a focus of light. And what I am filming is the shiny part. I'll show it to you. Let me go in. Now you see there's a marble. And you see that shiny spot. And there's the sun. I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm going to focus up into that shiny spot until that shiny spot becomes the orb. That there is life in there. There's life information in this orb. It would be the same difference if I were using the light in my bedroom. That's a LED light. Very bright. Only often in there I get a little more vivid colors than I do outdoors. Look at that. I don't know what that is. Well, I don't know what any of it is, actually. It's a mystery, and I love a mystery. We need mysteries in our life. I'm moving the camera around with the marble in front of it. Now you can see the trees in the background, vaguely. Let me go over there closer to where the sun's going down. There's the purple rod. Oh, I saw color. I saw color in that orb. And I hear the birds. That was just a brief glimpse of color. That I guess you could call beige a color. There's a black spot. I wonder what that is. Often, when I'm taking pictures of orbs, there'll be a black spot, or it might be a vein of black that just runs along the whole length of the orb, and when I move it around, it continues into other areas. Oh, there's a circle coming into that black spot. I'll keep it on that for a while. See what that develops into. It looks like you're looking at liquid because it just moves, shimmers like water. It's a strange world, this world of light. Now let's see what's it doing down here. In other videos that I have made, I read about the immortal cell. The immortal cell. It's very important to listen to those videos if you happen to want to do that. They're on my YouTube channel. They're called The Immortal Cell 1 and The Immortal Cell 2, in which I show orbs, and while I'm showing them, I'm reading from a book called The Life and Teachings of the Masters of the Far East. And in that book, they talk about this immortal cell. I could go into detail now, but if you'll listen to that, you'll get all the detail you want. But it is a mighty thing. It is more important than all of the green stuff that covers our precious earth, because this immortal cell directs the all the vegetation and animal life too. It's pretty important, the immortal cell. Now, you can listen to me read about it on those videos I told you about, and you can choose to believe or not believe. It doesn't really matter. Even if you don't believe a thing, sometimes it's good to hear it, so you can put it on that shelf in your mind where you put things you can't figure out. You put them in the shelf, and if you ever hear anything more that goes with it, you pull it down and look at it again. That's what I do. I don't just discount something altogether. And I do notice that some few who comment on my videos, who think they know a lot more than I do, well, they do in some ways, they discount this altogether. I doubt that they even listen to all the way to the end, because they think, this lady is crazy, I don't want to hear stuff like this. Well, the sun's gone down too much to reflect on the marble. It's there, still it's there. You can see it. I'll focus up closer and closer. That's as close as it'll go. I love the purple orb. The purple rod that you get from the sun. It goes both up and down. You can see it on top of the sun and on the bottom. The light in your room will do the very same thing. Makes this purple rod. Anyway, I just wanted to make a video tonight while I was sitting out in my sacred circle. I have a part of the ground. Let me focus this where it's not real close up. And I will show you where I am sitting. There we go. I still got the purple. Oh wow, that purple from the sun goes all the way to me. Hits me right in the foot. Can you see that? And where I am sitting is inside my sacred circle that right now is looking like it needs a lot of help. I've got to get a lot of weeds out, and my plants have to grow a little longer to get bigger. And that's where I was sitting. And you see I have these 7 poles. This is the remains of a swimming pool. We got our last good year of use out of it last year. Thought about turning it into a chicken coop. And then I said, I think I want that in my sacred circle. See, I'm in my sacred circle right now, although it has an opening right there. And I've got trees planted in here. Let's see, I'll show you one or two. They're not blooming right now, but that's an apricot tree. And right over here, that's a lime tree. And over here, another apricot tree. And right here, a satsumi orange. Right here, blackberries. And over here, oh dear, we did get a freeze last night. Kind of froze the little leaves on it. We got a freeze. I don't like that. Not after things have started putting out their little blooms and their leaves. But that's a fig. I think it'll come back out of that. Over here, that's a hummingbird bush. I hope it will live again this year. It was beautiful last year. And here's a jasmine. And another jasmine, and it's doing fine. It's sending out runners and everything. But let me get back this way. Now you can see my circle with this beginnings of what is going to be a huge to me anyway, vector equilibrium. It's going to have a vector equilibrium right in the middle. I've got a model. I'll show you sometime. It's inside right now. But the model shows that right in the middle, there will be a triangle about this high so that I can walk right up to it. But it just will be a triangle right in the middle that I walk around. And on the sides there will be squares and other triangles. And then I will be able to come in here and walk around in here. We're all around the base of the most wonderful symbol, Buckminster Fuller came up with it. It's called the vector equilibrium. It's also known as the God spot because it's where all the vectors come together and there's perfect equilibrium. And this is my table, which I made out of wire. It is, if you can see well enough, it's the Merkaba. And I just made a top for it. That's not part of the Merkaba. But the Merkaba is the vector equilibrium, only it's just cut in half and turn upside down. And then it makes that. I think I've shown you that with some of my sacred geometry. For those of you who've looked at some of my other videos, the Merkaba and the vector equilibrium are just interchangeable. They morph, one morphs into the other. Anyway, this is my yard here. My daughter's house, I live at her house. And she's given me the permission to use the backyard any way I see fit. And that's really nice because I like to have some land that I can be in charge of. What grows there, what I build there. And over time, it'll take time, I'll get that built. And that part will be where I go out at night or in the middle of the day and take pictures of orbs. And at night, take pictures under the stars. And take pictures of the setting sun. Well, this is the Dove Lady, over and out for now.